right, we're back. We'll see if we can get through a video with Elena still focused, paying attention. She'll probably sneeze here in the middle of it, and I'll have to clean her up. But missed a few weeks, been busy with stuff. I'm gonna try to sneak a video out here before a couple hours before kickoff. So I was like 41 and 45 in like week 12 or week 11 or something like that. And then in week 12 and week 13, I got absolutely crushed on the picks that I sent on Twitter and posted on YouTube. I think I went like 3 and 8, and then like 1 and 8 or something like that. So I'm way down. So, keep that in mind. But we're gonna keep rolling. You're only down if you stop. So we got the Jets plus 10 at Bills. The Jets haven't looked great lately. The Bills, but the Bills' offense is not like the Bills' offense for the first couple weeks. They've definitely had their moments where they've struggled. The Jets beat them last time, right? So, Jets, division game, they're getting 10 points. They have a good defense. I expect that offense and Mike White to struggle a little bit. I mean, they went off against the Vikings, but obviously the Vikings' defense is suspect.
Dada.
Yes.
Dada.
Yeah, we'll go play house.
Dada.
Next I got... Anyway, moving on. We might get interrupted a few times. Next one we got Texans plus 17.5 at Cowboys. Another big spread. The Texans have been awful, but they're switching starters again. Davis Mills is back in the lineup. They're bad, but plus 17.5 points in the NFL is just a lot of points. I know the Cowboys have put up a couple monster games here, but I think you still got to bet against 17.5 points and see what happens. It's the NFL. People are showing up. All right. Steelers minus 1.5 versus Ravens. This one I feel like feels a little more obvious. Steelers have obviously struggled at times this season, but have started to kind of round into shape here towards the end of the year. In the defense, they just got TJ Watt back. They're playing a little bit better. The Ravens, on the other hand, their defense has really been, they were down, and then they were playing well for a little bit, and I think they're back to kind of playing not so great. I don't know. I guess they've been holding people to very few points last couple weeks, but on offense, the offense is the big story here. Their running backs, haven't been able to get healthy, haven't been able to be consistent there, and then Lamar Jackson got hurt. Similarly, their wide receivers are, non-existent other than Mark Andrews. So can Tyler Huntley and Mark Andrews do enough here to beat the Steelers? I don't think so. So I'm going to take the Steelers minus 1.5 at home in a division game. That one seems pretty obvious. 49ers minus 3.5 at Bucks. So 49ers still favored at Tampa. Tampa has obviously struggled, but they managed to win several close games. But the Bucs defense just hasn't been what it was. Tom Brady hasn't been what he was. That Mike Evans has been pulling a disappearing act. 49ers, on the other hand, they never really asked Jimmy to do a lot. It's mainly that running game. Christian McCaffrey. I don't know. Is Deebo been hurt? I really don't know the health status of their wide receivers, but I think with just the Shanahan scheme and the run game, plus that suffocating defense 49ers have, that Brock Purdy, he seems like an intelligent QB, should be able to manage a game. He was kind of a veteran starter at Iowa State, and they ran kind of a pro offense. So I think 49ers will be able to get it done. 3.5 is a little tough just because that half, they got that hook. Might end up being a close game, but we're going to roll with the 49ers. Next game, I don't totally understand this one. So Seahawks, I'm taking Seahawks minus 3.5 at Panthers. So the Seahawks are coming off a bye after beating the Chargers. I know they've been kind of, they started off hot, and then they were kind of up and down in the middle there, but still a better offense in the NFL, bad defense. Panthers are bad. I know they had a win, or they had a decent game with Sam Darnold, but I wouldn't expect that to continue. So, Seahawks coming off a bye, just beat the Chargers. I'll take them any day. They're going to beat the Panthers. Are one of the worst teams in the NFL. 3.5, again, that's a tough spread. Vegas isn't doing us any favors with that half-point hook, but we're going to do it. Seahawks 3.5. Next one, another 3.5 hook. I'm taking Dolphins minus 3.5 at Chargers. So the Chargers played the Chiefs pretty tough last week. They consistently disappoint, though, and I think it'd be foolish to go in and take the Chargers plus 3.5. This is just classic game where the Chargers are not going to cover that 3.5, even though they should go out and there's no reason they shouldn't go out and play competitively against the Dolphins. But the Dolphins are a good team. Got Tyreek Hill, Waddle. They've been able to get the running game going with kind of Mostert and Jeff Wilson. Defense is solid. Chargers, on the other hand, just getting their own way all the time. Offensive line's been playing like garbage. Keenan Allen's back, but he's not exactly the same guy. Mike Williams, I think he might be back, might be hurt, but you never know what you're going to get from him. So I'm going to take the Dolphins minus 3.5. I think they put on a bit of a show and are able to cover. And this last one I've been waffling on for a while here. Patriots minus 1.5 at Cardinals. I mean, the Patriots got a good defense. They've struggled the last couple weeks. The Cardinals, I just think, are pretty bad and pretty dysfunctional. I kind of feel like a fool taking Patriots minus 1.5 on the road in Arizona. So I think I'm actually going to take that one off the board. If it was in Foxborough, a neutral site, I'd probably be all for it. December football, Bill Belichick versus Cliff Kingsbury. But I don't know, just they've been hard to trust. And on the road, I'm not going to do it. So I got 6 picks for you. Dolphins, Seahawks, 49ers, Steelers, Texans, Jets. Good luck.